So my first question is for the both of you. I personally was such a huge fan of that original Fear Street trilogy that came out. Like the second I finished that third movie, I was like, please give me all of these. Like this franchise can continue for forever because I love it. And it took 4 years, but now we're finally getting another movie. So I'm just kind of wondering if you guys can tell me a little bit what's it like to be kind of part of this world? Like, were you fans of the those first three Fear Street movies when they came out? And did you think you'd ever like have the chance to be part of something like this?
I think I'm really excited. I've been a huge horror fan for a while, and um, I've always wanted to do a slasher like this. I love how it's like a classic take on horror, bringing back the scares of the 80s. Um, I really liked the original Fear Street trilogy. Sadie Sink and her brother and I were on Broadway together when we were younger, so I've always kind of followed Sadie's career and been so excited to see what she's been doing. So I watched the trilogy for her, um, and yeah, I was really into it. I watched them as they came out, um, and I think that it was really unique how they kind of kept the same cast for the final iteration of it. How it was like this American Horror Story thing where they
Mhm.
kept the same versions of people. And yeah, I'm really excited to be a part of this now.
Mm, sure, totally.
Yeah, no, same here. I think the like what Fina said, having the cast kind of playing these different roles, it was so like interesting to see. It gave like that whole 2021 summer like a real feeling and a vibe, and I know that a lot of the fan base feel that way too. Um, so it's really exciting to be a part of something fresh in the universe, something that doesn't follow the storyline. You don't have to have seen the trilogy, but it's paying homage to the trilogy. I mean, there's like a little Easter egg from 1978. But yeah, no, I was just really excited to have the opportunity to be a part of it.
Sure, definitely. And so kind of building off that, this question is also for both of you. The characters you're playing, Lori and Tiffany, they have such a cynical relationship with one another. They're the whole movie, they're just kind of at each other's throats, it seems like. And even like whenever there's a moment where it's just like maybe they can find some common ground here, maybe they can bond in some sort of way, it seems like something always goes wrong and it's just more antagonistic between the two of them. So I'm just kind of wondering, was it hard to like get into character for those kind of moments and like act opposite each other like that when you're always like at each other's throats?
I think so. India and I
Yeah.
really love each other quite a bit, um, and we get along pretty well. Uh, so we would break a lot during
Mm.
during
Oh
the.
my God. Yeah.
I remember our first time having to face off. We just could not make it through the scene, and we people got a little bit frustrated that we couldn't keep our cool. But it's hilarious that I had to pretend to hate her because I don't.
Mhm.
Yeah, no, totally, that makes sense. Fina, one of my favorite things in the world is an unexpected dance number in a movie. And not one, but like two different ones in here. And I thought that was the coolest thing. I mean, the dance off was great, but there was also that one early on when you're in the like the costume with the flags. So I'm just kind of wondering what it was like filming that moment. Did that take a while to rehearse? Because it seemed like it started and then it kept going and going. It's like, oh wow, this probably took some work.
All of our dances, we started rehearsals on like that was our first day of the production. So the first day I ever met India, and then I met Becky and Alan and Ella was on our dance rehearsal day. And so we had to get very close very quickly and be willing to kind of make a fool of ourselves. Um, but when we learned the dance, it kind of, in the same way that TikTok dances become this thing that people do everywhere on our little version of the world at the time, in our little filming bubble, that was like a dance we were all doing, and we all learned the dance that the four of us do on stage, and it was really funny to just kind of see it get done everywhere. But yeah, I love a dance number. That
Yeah.
was really exciting. I think that our number for the four of us in the leotards was our first day of filming the prom.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
So they got
Took
us
you out right out the gate. Yeah.
Oh, they were putting you through it. Yeah.
there.
The first day.
Yeah, it
Oh,
was an interesting start.
yeah. That's awesome. But it's so much fun to watch, and you guys nail it. So, congrats for that. Um,
Thanks.
India, is so much fun to watch you in this movie too, just because it really feels like this gives your character like her time to shine. Like you're leading a horror movie that's part of this major franchise, and you absolutely crush it. So I'm just kind of wondering, were you nervous at all, like taking on this role? Like, when you got the call and someone said you were going to be the lead star of Fear Street Prom Queen, what was kind of going on through your mind at that point?
I I was actually working in a pub at the time, and I was on shift with my friend Harriet, and I got the call, and I was just uh, I don't even I can't I'm literally feeling it right now. I literally just like we would it was a quiet Monday night, and in a pub like there's not many people going to the pub on a Monday night. So we just were jumping around like so excited and screaming. And then kind of when the dust settled a little bit, that's when the kind of nerves kicked in. And I was
Sure.
like, oh, like I'm leading a movie with like already an amazing fan base, and I kind of just want to do it justice. Hopefully we did. It was nice having like such wonderful, strong, genuine friendships on that set. Like I'm not even just saying that. It felt like Fina in particular, it felt like nice to have, strong people that kept me strong. And in the moments where I was like, oh, what am I doing? It was like I was made to feel okay, and I was made to feel like I was like deserving of it, and I was capable.
Mm, sure, sure. And I think you totally nail it too. So that's awesome.
Thank
Awesome
you.
to hear. So another question for both of you is something that I'm always surprised about a little when I watch a Fear Street movie is the level of gore. And like I know I should expect it because it's a horror movie and everything, but I don't know. Part of my brain is just like it's from the guy who made Goosebumps. How bad could it be? But then like there's some really like bloody deaths in all these movies, and this one especially. So I'm just wondering if that was kind of something that surprised you when you were working on this, and if you have any like memories of working with all this like makeup and prop work and fake blood that kind of just like jumped to mind.
Yeah, most of our scares and kills were done with practical effects. And so every time that someone was murdered, um, or not every time, but a lot of the time, um, people had molds of themselves made out of silicone. So
Mm.
we had like dummies made of a lot of our cast members. Not gonna tell you who, but
Right.
but there were like these silicone molds made. So like you could be walking through the set and be like, "Oh, hey you," and then realize that's just them made out of silicone. So that was a
A
little,
little scary.
a little
Hey,
jarring.
what are you doing here?
I didn't know you were here today.
Wow.
Okay. That I had never seen before. But the people who worked on this movie, the artists, were so, so talented. And it was a little weird to like watch the people we know so well get murdered. 'Cause it looked so real. Um, but yeah, just kind of in awe of the artistry involved in putting something like this together.